Hey everybody, old folks here. Continuing my whole series with the choices for items, looking at the Marksman. Marksmen are obviously your damage dealers. You're going to want to choose the best item for them. Lots of opportunities to slightly increase that a little bit, change it up. It's really up to you. So let's just jump into it. I got Zoe here. For me, Zoe really revolves around the game of arrows or the frost whale. If I'm doing something like Crystal Dungeon and I want maximum DPS, I'm going to use the game of arrows because it lasts the entire time. Frost will only last for a little bit. So kind of depending off of those two choices, that's kind of for me. I know some people run Phantom Blade, max that sucker out. I don't, but I mean it's not a bad item. It's really up to you. I personally like the fact that I'm going to get, if I enhance this completely, which I haven't, 2600 extra damage on the next attack, which adds up big time. So, obviously it's pretty beefy. As far as gears, I just starred gears yesterday. Woohoo! Gold star, baby. In fact, I don't remember how many extra I have. I don't want to do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I hate when it does that. How many do I have? 65. Yeah, I got 65. Anyways, back to gears. The gears is real simple, man. You want the unstable plasma. That's what you want. There's nothing else here that you want. You could orange 2, we'll talk about that someday when everybody's orange 2. But man, this sucker is adding 5,470 damage every 3 attacks. And it's a little AE spark. Man, that thing's awesome. That's the only option you should pick on gears. You don't have to go anywhere else, do anything. That's it. So after gears, we're going to look at Mira. Make sure you do it. Mira is one of those tough choices. I struggle back and forth with this as to which one I want. Honestly, if you can get this bad boy pumped up, this sucker gets dangerous. Again, Orange 2 is a whole different story we won't get into. I know some people that run the healing cloak to help with the lifesteal. I know some that run this. I've ran this a lot. It just depends on what I'm doing and what I'm fighting. I prefer this on, especially in the arena. Max the sucker out. Let's see if we enhance it here. That's the wrong one. Let's do that. Enhance it. 12, 16 and a half. I think it's like 20, 25%, 22%, something like that maxed out. So, I mean, it's pretty nice. One more. Come on. Give me some love. Don't make me spend all my essence. No love. No love. So now I've got 16 and a half, 21. Yeah, so I think it's 25%. So it's pretty awesome. You're stunning somebody 1 out of every 5 shots, 1 out of every 4 shots. Prevents a lot of damage. Interrupts them. West is real simple too. Another one of those kind of guys. You start doing these kind of teams, it gets real crazy. You could do the critical one. I'm not a huge fan of it, but some people do between these two. But again, you want Wings of Origin. Once you hit Wings of Origin, none of that matters. But for the most part, it's going to be between these two, and then eventually you get that, you're going to open it up here. Coco. Coco's another one of those. Am I going to choose the lifesteal or the frost whale? I'm going to choose the frost whale because I want that added damage. If it's a long-term fight, I might go again and switch to here. But more in the arenas, I want something that's going to do damage and also take hits off of me. So that's usually where I end up with Coco. Lufia again, there's a lot of good choices, but you're going to end up here with the unstable plasma. You look at her attack speed, you're looking at a 28% or so attack speed increase. I mean, she's dropping down a lot of attacks, so she's dropping down a lot of damage extra with that. You could easily boost it up if you have like a Wreck or an Aurora, however you want to say it. Here for me on Sue, I don't like the choices. I'm really not happy about the orange one. I'll be quiet about that. I really don't like that one. I know some people that run the Night Spirit for her first item, or for her item for starting out. But Phantom Edge for me is really what I'm going to run on her, just because she gets low, she gets that quick boost, does a lot of damage, heals herself, gets her back up a little bit. That's kind of where I'm staying. I know a few people that do run the King's Blade. And I know a few people that do use the Leech Quiver. I've seen that ran because it does interrupt skills. I hate when I click on that. But for the most part, for me, it's really going to be here until that later levels of Orange 2. Pearl, Pearl, Pearl. Pearl, I love you. For me, I'm going to sit on this bad boy until the very end. When I get the butterfly dagger, I'll often pick that up just because a lot of times she'll get stunned, silenced, or something, pop herself out of it kind of thing. But usually this is what I'm going to run. Again, remember, I am adding an extra 1700 damage. Let's just enhance this real quick because I'm thinking about it. Oh my gosh, no love for me. Whoa, 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 look at that. Look at that, low 5. One time, I like that. So now I'm doing an extra 2600 damage, which is huge every time she casts a spell. Wreck. I run the Dragon Whistle. Do you like that? Real simple. I run the Dragon Whistle. Butterfly Dagger. I use that when I get to that, but here I am, you know, I can enhance this. We're going to pop this out real quick. So now he's giving a shield 4,000 on top of his shield kind of thing too, plus heals 4,200 over a minute. But I'm running the Dragon Whistle until I unlock the ability to unstun myself, silence myself, or something else, which is awesome. Ruby, I hate Ruby's choices. I'm going to be honest. I mean, some people like the armor penetration. I've never been happy. I've played with different ones. I don't know. It really is a preferential choice. I think Ruby really got shafted on item choices. Let's just be honest. Not only do you have a terrible ultimate, I don't mean that to be mean. It's a knockback. That's your big ultimate. Woohoo! But then on top of that, you jump in the middle of battle and get beat down. Oh my gosh, that's like some of the worst skills ever. Yeah, he's got nothing. You could put this here and go from there. I don't know. Yeah. I don't think it's it. I don't think Ruby's got any love there. But we'll be quiet. Max. For me, for Max, it's either I'm going to run the Leech Quiver to stop something, or I'm going to use the shield. The shield's awesome. You're already shielding people. Keep up the good work. But in the end, you want to get to Wings of Origin. So, purple one, definitely all the way. This is what you're going to run. Again, here with Robin, another one of those, man, I got some terrible choices. You know, I honestly usually run this bad boy here just because when the health gets low, I get a shield. He's going to get big anyways, you know. The attack speed's not that great. The golden apple later on is not bad. Obviously, excuse me, if you're orange 2, you get to pick for yourself. But for the most part, that's what I'm going to run. Jolie, God bless Jolie. Another one of those. It's all about right here, the unstable plasma. That's what you're going to get to. That's all you care about. What am I using item-wise? Yeah, we'll use that. We'll advance her. Look at that. Yay, Jolie. Woo. And we'll do that. Quick equip. And we'll set skill. She's doing an extra 5,400 damage every 3 attacks. Makes her almost worthwhile, huh? So, Jolie's all about that. That's what I'm going to run out of everything till maybe Orange 2, at which point you can deal with that yourself. Let's see here. York. York for me is going to be right here. Until I get this, I'm going to increase the attack power and attack damage. And then eventually I want the Frost Whale. But what I really want is the Wings of Origin. That's what it's all about. If the Wings of Origin is there, that's your end goal. And until then, you just kind of pick the 2. I'm going to run the Phantom Blade until then. Otherwise, it's Frost Whale. Gridlock. Gosh, this guy is one of those where you're like, what do I want to do? I have the Lifesteal. I have the Healing Cloak. I probably honestly run the Healing Cloak. I switch back and forth between the 2 depending on what I'm doing. Just because he gets Lifesteal and I want to maximize the Lifesteal. So I'm going to run the Healing Cloak with it. You know, if I look at his skills here and I go here, this is low, I'm going to get a 21% increase to my physical Lifesteal. So if I do that, I'm going to get 20% more of that. So, you know, it does add up. It is worth it. Kind of right there. Bibbo. Honestly, I'm going to run the Game of Arrows and until maybe Orange 2. It's not hard. It's right here. Torin. Well, gosh, Torin sucks. I hate to say this. This is one of those guys I really would love to build up, but he's terrible. I'm working on him on another server because I've already gold starred my York. Yeah, he's pretty bad. None of his items really matter. You could run the healing cloak for yourself later. Eventually, I'm going to want to get Arthur's sword just for the chance to stun people. He's just terrible. Panders. Panders is really easy. I'm going to run the Phantom Blade. I'm going to increase my attack damage and ability power. The others really aren't worth having. Sometimes these item choices, I ask myself, what were these guys thinking? And that's everybody. So, if you got any questions or comments or thoughts on the Marksman series, just let me know. Gladly look forward to your opinion. Hope you all have a great day, and talk to you all later.